Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful woman, and welcome back. I'm very glad to be back. I think I haven't been around for really good few months this year. Better later than never, right? We are still having some time before the end of the year, and I have a few pieces quite inspirational for you to share. I am excited not only because I am back with you to you, but also that I have the opportunity to invite you for amazing series of interviews with great, wonderful people, encouraging people, and talk with them about various challenging life situations. And for me, they are very powerful. And it's not only from the perspective of people from the business where I come from, but people who are changing their place of living, and they have to drastically transform their mindset, go through various mental struggles as well as physical struggles, cultural struggles. Today I come to you with courage. I had this year a great opportunity to collaborate with 25 other authors. This project was led by Sarah Makinde to create together a book, Courage, and to be published in the amazing date, 10th of October, which is the World Mental Health Day. And we did it. The whole journey started, I think, somewhere end of March. I did not feel the convenience to do that. I saw the information a few times and it was popping up from various social media sites. I was not convinced to do this. Courage, difficult word. I did it, and definitely I invite you to visit Amazon. We became #1 bestseller book, and in many categories. And one of the categories that I am really satisfied, happy, glad, grateful is that it got also the #1 bestseller in occupational and organizational psychology, which from my business perspective, that's the ground I dance around. I was writing about self-leadership, as I do have some program I am working with clients on. Despite I knew we are invited to share our stories and how we beat up any kind of mental health struggles, I think I wasn't flexible around that subject. I shared story with me, but when I got my copy and read it again, you know, when you are doing the writings, the connection is different. When it's already published and you have it opening up with the shaking hands, the sound is different. Especially I did not read this as a first chapter. I read everybody else. I did not think that in that manner you can actually open yourself. For me, talking about my personal matters, I need to have really safe environment. And it's not only because I know someone for years, it's more mental connection, integration between values and actions. Many elements will play a role in my case for me to decide to open up. Wisdom, definitely wisdom will be one of them. And when I read these people's stories, really you need to get that book and read it. You will start reading that and definitely you will get courage in your own life. Through what kind of life problems, challenges people were going through, and today we are together on this book scene. They succeeded. They achieved what they developed through the past they went with pain, being alone, lost, disengaged with life, disconnected with own emotions. I think Most of us are going through life at some time where you are having these mental turbulences and you really don't know what to do. You think it's end of the world. You think that it's over. There is nothing what you can do. I did not consider it's the stage for me to open up, because when I have the problem in life, I rather see it as challenge, no doubt, as an opportunity. I am more diving into research, let's say, opening up more my lateral thinking capability, which I believe I have it quite wild and creative, but I do not see it as a problem. I don't have the courage really to talk about too much about this, because then questions are coming up, and I am not sure if I really want to dig in that sandbox that is behind me, though I think at some levels it has an impact on the way how we are building a comfort in today's world, our own world. I'm still on my journey of discovery, yet I want to talk to you about courage today. There will be different forms of courage. In my understanding, courage isn't just about fearlessness or bold action. I think it's about the level of resilience, how we are standing up for ourselves in various situations, how we feel in front of the process of making difficult decisions, what kind of argumentations, justifications, what kind of criteria we are choosing to push ourselves to do, to make that particular decision. I find courage strongly connected with vulnerability. You see, I'm not familiar with that word. I even do not know how to pronounce it. But I think I need to speak about this because since 2 weeks, from various directions, some people are popping up in front of me and talking about this. So, vulnerability. I made it. We can talk about courage from the long-term perspective, but when we are going through the rough and tough moments in life, to find everyday courage, that's the challenge. And sometimes to get up from bed, it is already a success of a day. It's something that it's empowering us for the rest of the day, that we are happy we get up from bed. Making a sandwich as simple as possible, because when we go through depression, some withdrawal, these kind of physical behaviors will be in that scenario too. We are reducing our self-awareness on quality, how we are living. We are shutting down on various levels. We are not thinking about ourselves at that moment. That's very interesting. We are thinking about problems, sometimes caused by other people. So we will be losing a lot of energy on thinking about their impact on our current situation. Yet we will not think about ourselves. For me, this daily courage, it's for us when we go to work, when we are creating few moments for ourselves, when we say no. We are hearing about assertiveness, and somehow this assertiveness is correlated with a negative sound. No, there is a need for healthy assertiveness. Recently I heard a woman was talking, I have no time because I should do 1, 2, 3 around household. I have so many things to do. I should do. I think that's also a moment where we, and most of us is in this kind of situation. And this is the moment when we need to have the courage to say, in a healthy manner, no. Because we need to protect ourselves. And having 15, 20, even 1 hour for ourselves out of this 20 active hours during the day, the world will still stand and no one will collapse. But if we will continuing running on this high level and thinking about others, this is something that will have a negative impact on us. Brené Brown is talking about courage and vulnerability, that courage and vulnerability are deeply connected. The true courage often requires vulnerability, stepping into uncertainty or facing emotional risk. And here I think vulnerability will be again not for others, but for ourselves. How often we are going through life to again feel more empathetic about others, and when we are facing situations positive, we are far from celebration. Negative, suddenly we are becoming the worst judge in the room for ourselves. It's important to wake up from that, embracing within us vulnerability. It's nothing but strength. It can be in the situation where we need to ask for help, when we are saying, well, something didn't go well. Yes, we call it failure, but please remove that from your vocabulary. There are no such things like failures. These kind of situations are nothing but opportunities, are challenges, are possibilities. Mistake is a source of possibility, because this is when your brain is getting activated at mistakes, not when everything goes well. Then brain goes sleep. Remove from your vocabulary word failure. Speak to yourself in a positive way. Have that strength, have that awareness, and that's okay not to be okay. That's okay not to be perfect. And by the way, perfectionism limits potential. Mark that. I will be talking about this later at another occasion. But for now, this is what you need to remember. And most probably perfectionism is also correlated with your toxic needs from the past. Have the courage in self-expression. If you do not want to talk with other person because you are afraid of judgment, which is okay, because unfortunately we talk about that a lot. Women should not judge women, yet we still have it. Okay? Then take a diary. Go to park, go to cafe. You don't have money? Okay. Go to park, sit with your water from home and write down. But not at home. Change your environment. Also, it has an impact on the mental, on our mindset, on our brain synapses, where we want to be vulnerable and where we want to gain the power for feeling courageous. So find your favorite spot that you will dedicate for that thing. Courage in decision making. There will be a cognitive map that has an impact on the way how we are making decisions. Our past definitely will have an impact on that. No, it doesn't mean you need to first clean up the past. It's more finding in you or defining within you what are the characteristics where you don't feel comfortable with the way how you are making your decisions. Then align it with your maybe assumption. Why you think you are making these kind of decisions, why you feel that way. And then just twist. Name it the way how you want to feel it. There will be a fear, because usually when we are standing up for ourselves, that's the moment when we lose. We lose because we made people get used to our way of being. And when we want to say, no, it's not the way how I accept it, then don't exaggerate. Are you serious? Why are you so emotionally unstable? And it's not because of them, it's because of us. We made them used to way how we were behaving, how we were allowing them to treat us, what discomfort we were accepting. This will be also a courage. It's not the process that you can change overnight, definitely not. But make time somewhere this week and think about this. Think about yourself, think about your inner empowering. And even if today you absolutely are not in the situation in your life that you can be courage, I'm not inviting you, show your muscles and run, hit the wall. No, this is not what I'm talking about. But start the process. Start learning about yourself. Also, people who are around you. And if you say, I have people with whom I can share, what's the quality of the courage you get from them? Is it changing your life in a positive way? Always follow the rule. Better me for me to be happy.